Hey everybody, it's Ginger from In Sheep's Clothing Yarn Shop, and I have a sneak preview of the new Noro trunk show. So we will be looking at some of the garments tonight. Just a little peek though, because this week I will be doing a special episode that will be devoted all Noro spring garments. So I'm really excited about it. The pieces, I had it on earlier and running around like a crazy woman here. It was actually kind of nice and cool outside, kind of a little brisk, really nice. And it was nice in here, but running around, I kind of worked up a sweat. So I had this on and I had to take it off because it was just crazy hot. Even though this is cotton, it's done in Akari from Noro, and it's a silk and cotton blend. And I love, love, love this stitch. I love how the edging, the I-cord edging on it is. But definitely for cooler weather or cool night in the summertime. But it's just beautiful. So I would love to make this. And actually this colorway I am getting in this week. And let's see, another favorite. I love entrelac. How about you? Have you ever knit entrelac before? We've had a number of Noro entrelac projects. We've had a big, beautiful, I don't remember the name of it, big, beautiful triangular shawl that was totally entrelac, started from the top and you worked your way down, which was absolutely gorgeous, done in Noro Ito. There was and I have it hanging up over there, but you can't see, can you see it? No, it's not in the, actually, if you look in, I don't know which side it will be on for you, but if you look in the very, very top corner, you'll see a little triangular, oh, what am I talking about? That's mitered. That's an entrelac. Never mind. That's an a mitered squared piece. I'm thinking of another shawl that we did that was entrelac, done in Anka. But anyway, I don't have that to show you. Anyway, we're concentrating on this spring. Okay, so let's see. So this is done also in Akari, and unfortunately this color is no longer, but there's so many other pretty colors. This is an Akari color, and let's see, what else do I have? And then I've got these pretty little yoke sweaters up here, and then lots of crochet in the issue. We've got this really cute, very simple little crochet top with this really pretty little picot edging on it, little single crochet picot edging. It's done in double crochet. And then look at this. I mean, this is the big look this year, right? Or this right now is the granny square. So we've got the granny square vest. And this is done in Sonata. But I'll go into way more detail about this when I do the trunk show. And so we've got, yeah, there's several different colors in the Sonata, and then the pretty vanilla trim, but you could do that in any color that you wanted, and we'll talk about that. And then the cover sweater on the magazine. So yeah, now what I wanted to let you know is from the time that you watch this video till June 30th, there is going to be 10% off on my website. Anything, what I did was I made a page, and all the garments that are in the Noro 24, the yarns that are featured for the garments in this magazine are all going to be 10% off, and these are all featured on the web page. I just think it's called Noro 24, Noro number 24, Noro Spring 24, something like that. On the menu, just click on it. There you go. All the garments, all the yarn are there, and you can take a look at them. And actually, take a look at them before we get going on the trunk show if you can. And, you know, make little notes for yourselves if you have any questions that you're thinking about particular projects, because I'm hoping that I'm going to get to all your questions. And if I don't, I will certainly get back to you and let you know, give you the answers to your questions. Because that is my job here. That is what I consider what I'm in the shop here for, is to let you know about, well, all other yarns too, but like tonight, right now we're talking about Noro. So to let you know about the Noro yarns and just all the information I could possibly give you that you need to know about. Okay, sip here. I hope that you're all having, well, good day, morning, whatever time it is with you. I have been so crazy busy with things that I never thought I would be crazy busy with. You've been crazy ordering the chiclets and making the chiclets, and I want to let you know on a little something special that I want to do with the chiclets and the Market Square bag, which is right behind me. This is the Market Square bag. So I talked about it last week. And for those of you that might not have seen chiclets, don't know what chiclets are, they are, where are my little chiclets? They're scattered everywhere. This was the first one I ever made. And I've since made some changes to it. But this is done in a wool. And then I went on to the Fair Isle yarn from Queensland collection. This is a new color that I just got in. This one is called Alpine, color 107 Alpine, and I'm going to be making I was going to say my last chick, but it's not, because I'll tell you why. So anyway, I'm going to be doing a chick out of this, and I did not name any of my chiclets. They're just known as chiclets. But this one is going to have a name, and the name will be Pearl, and I think it's appropriate with the pink and everything, because Pearl, one of our viewers from Canada, suggested the name Chicklet for one of my emotional support chickens when I was asking for names, and I was kind of like, I like the name, but I was like, not for this hen. I just wasn't feeling it. However, when Chicklet came into the picture, well, Chicklet was perfect. So this chicklet will be named Pearl. So I'm very pleased with that. So I can't wait to get it done. I knew I kept bringing this home. I kept putting it in my bag and then saying, what do I have it in the bag for? Because like I've done plenty of chiclets, and I suddenly realized, oh, I was supposed to make a chicklet for this show so that I could show it to you. But it's all right. I'll work on it tonight, and I'll have it for my What's New Wednesday show on Facebook, because I can't wait to show Pearl her little namesake. Let's see. Okay, so what I was talking about is we are going to have a parade of chiclets. I had this thought that wouldn't it be great for everybody that has gotten any of the kits, any of the chicklet kits, that if you take a picture and you email it to me. I can't have it come to me in like all different forms. My email address is in the below the information that's below the video. You just click on that when it says see more, click on it. All the information, where to find me and everything is there. All the links to everything that I talk about is there. And so my email address will also be there. So what you do, all you have to do is send me a picture of your chicklets. The more you send me in, the more you get put in for the and from what I understand, I think you're not supposed to say the word DRAWING. So I'm not going to say that. I have to look into that. I understand why, but I need to find out what else you say instead. So I didn't do that. Yeah, so I've already started to get some pictures. So this is good for anybody that has purchased any of the kits. So please, you have till June 26th to get the pictures into me. Well, June 25th, because I'll do the drawing live on Facebook Live. Put everybody's name in for your chicklet, for your drawing. Oh, and I just said it. Okay. We'll see if something terrible happens. And that's at 9:30 on Wednesday morning on the 26th. I'm also going to do the same thing with the Market Square bag. So this bag right here, and so many of you have been just coming, enjoying some of the different combinations that I've been offering. So this is the Market Square bag. Comes in regular size and a large size. And I wanted to just I wanted to share Pat. We had such a nice conversation about this whole bag. And she sent me a picture. So same thing for you. If you have gotten a kit to do the Market Square bag, send me, email your picture. And same time, same place, we're going to do the DRAWING for the with the market bag. And the market bag and the Chicklet, the prize is a kit for each one of those, because you know that if you made a Chicklet, you know you want to make another one. So I'm sure you'll be happy to get a kit for that. And the same thing with the Market Square bag. You will get a kit, and the kit will be of your choice as long as I have it in stock. Okay, so we will be in touch. But I wanted to share Pat's. This is what's called the purple Market Square, but this was Pat's bag. Let's see if you can, how well you can see that. And she took the picture so beautifully. It's arranged so nicely, but I think it's gorgeous. So I'm really, really thrilled about that. And then I also wanted to show you, now the slip stitch is very simple to do, but should you be, for whatever reason, not want to do the slip stitch, don't like the slip stitch, you don't have to do it. I have a customer that, I'm going to say she's a beginner knitter, but we've been working together, and she's started out with scarves, just garter stitch scarves, and then she progressed to some, knit and purl and basket weave and just some simple things. And then she was doing cowls and loved this bag. So she's already made one. Or is this the one? I know. She's almost done with this one. And she's on to a second one. But what she does, because she found the slip stitch a little confusing to keep track of. So what? That's fine. So what she's done is to do ridges on the bottom of the bag, and then she continued with stockinette, and she has two different colors going here. The bottom is one color, this is another color, and then when she gets to the top, she'll be changing for the handles for the other color. But doesn't it look nice just in stockinette? I think it's great. And actually, now that I think about it, this is her second one, and she's on to her third one now. No, she just loves it because she loves just knitting, just keeping it simple. And I just told her, just keep it simple. Don't get yourself all worked up, because this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be relaxing, not frustrating. When our better halves look at us and say, I thought this was supposed to relax you, something's wrong here. So, lighten up. Make it easier for yourself. Nobody is going to know that her bag, and Vicky won't mind if I say Vicky, nobody's going to know that Vicky's bag was not designed to look like this. I think it's beautiful. The colors, it really shows up the colors. And so I would love to show it to you when the bag is finished. So she's at the point right now where she's going to be separating for her handles. But I just wanted to share, wanted to share that with you. I asked Vicky if she could let me borrow her bag. So I got a few new colors, and I wanted to share those colors with you. And let's see. Okay, so I got some solids. Oh, I didn't pull okay, wait a minute. Let me get my bag that I started. And I knew I was going to lose it. Here it is. Okay. All right, typically, this is the color. Oh, look at that color with me. Typically, that's the color that I like. That's the color that I like. Although I have become very appreciative of autumn colors. However, there are still some colors that I need them in small doses. And I knew what I was going to do with this bag, and then I changed my mind at the last minute. And I cannot tell you how many times, every time I did a round, how I almost took it out. I almost took it out, and I almost took it out. And I didn't. I persevered. I still don't love it because I just don't like the color. But there's the bottom. And I could deal with the yellowy green with the bottom. And here it is in the bag. Now you're either going to think it's really great or like it's really horrible. Last night, by the time I was done knitting, went to bed, I was like, okay, it's not that bad. It's just a lot of green. It's a lot of green. See, what I was originally thinking, I should have. See, this is what I would have wanted to go with. Yes, I know some of these colors would have blended not very much though, because there's very, very little of the pink in here. So it wouldn't have been that bad. There's a lot more green in this particular colorway. There's a lot more green and yellow in it. So, I mean, I almost ripped out when I got to about here because I was just like, I don't know, this will make my stomach turn. But I don't know. What do you think? I mean, it's too late. I mean, the bag is going to be done. And I'm sure once it's done, what I'm going to do is, as soon as I only have a few more repeats to do, as soon as I'm up to the top where I'm going to separate, do the stop in that part, as soon as I'm done with the pattern part, here we go. The pattern, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm going to make sure that I have enough left, even if I have to go into another ball. But I am going to use this for the top part here to help break up some of that green. Because I just can't. Originally, the plan would have been to put green on the top. Can't do it. Can't do it. I think also this, I really realize another thing too is that the reason this color brings back really bad memories. I'll share that with you. When I was a kid, I was the eldest of 6 kids, and money was pretty tight. So I was always the recipient. I rarely ever got anything that was really new. I was always the recipient of hand-me-downs. Unfortunately, a lot of the hand-me-downs that I got were from like women, and I'm talking about not when I was a child, but more like when I was in junior high. And junior high, as you all know, is a really critical time in your life. So there were 2 pieces, and my mom did sewing, and there was 2 pieces that came in that were actually even brighter green than this. They were they called it, back in the 70s, they called it apple green. And they were 2 wool dresses. They were different, but they were pretty much the same color. And my mother cut one down because it was really too, I was sure it did not fit me. So she cut it to make it like a vest and then a skirt. I hated that. I hated it. And I remember the top that I had to go with it was a horrible color. It was like a cream color. It just was horrible. I knew even back then as a kid that these colors just didn't go together. And I hated that suit so much, but I had very, very limited garments to wear, and that was in the rotation every week, and I hated it, and I couldn't wait until I grew out of it. I was so happy when it finally was too tight for me. So I think what's happening is I'm having apple green flashbacks right now. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, I could almost, if it weren't for the fact that I know that better days are coming, I wouldn't finish this. And the only reason I didn't want to rip it out was I just didn't want to have to rip it back, pick up my stitches, because I'd have to pick up something totally different, pick up and do my increases again. I just didn't want to have to do that. And it was like, who knows, maybe, there's people out there that don't love this color. So anyway, wouldn't this have been great? Wouldn't this have been fabulous? I should have stayed with that idea. I should have stayed with that idea. But anyway, so that's why you need to know. But I'm offering both these colorways, but I'm not making another one. So this was supposed to be my bag. It is not going to be my bag because, and like I said, I'm not making another one. So I'd like to have a bag for myself because I don't have one. So I'll just take one of these other bags that are in the shop. That's fine. It just won't be the apple green one. So yeah, I think we've all been scarred by things happening in our past. yeah, that was, oh, hand-me-downs were a big thing, yeah. I got some pretty awful hand-me-downs, and yeah. Uh, oh, where's the therapist couch? I don't even want to go there right now. Oh. Okay, let's see. So now, what else did I want to talk about? Okay, so please, if you have your kits, if you want to, you still have time. Some of you still have orders to that you'll be receiving. I was in the shop today. No, today's my day off, but I came in because first of all, I was thinking about doing this earlier today. It's about 8 o'clock right now. And I hope that the lighting isn't too bad. I've got lights and everything because my 2 ceiling lights decided to go out tonight. So I'm out 2 lights. So I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, so I was in and I'm like, ugh, I have some shipping to do. So I said, let me get the shipping done and then I'll think about what I'm going to do later. And then, I don't know, things came up and I'm like, I'll do it tonight because I have other things to do this afternoon. I had a lot of errands today. So anyway, I happened to be doing something and then I went to pick something up and I got up and there was a mirror. And I looked at the mirror and I surprised myself because I told my sister this story and she laughed because she knew exactly what I meant. I surprised myself because I'm like, oh, you're having a good hair day. I had just kind of half fixed it, ran out of the house, and it got blown around a little bit. But when I looked at it, I was like, oh my God. It was a nice dry day, so no frizzy, at least not too frizzy. Now maybe, by running around tonight, it got a little fuzzed up. But it was nice and straight when I blew dry. It didn't get all kinky again. And I'm like, I said to myself, I think I need to do my YouTube. I can't let this go to waste. So that's why I'm doing it tonight, partially. A big part because it was a good hair night. And yeah, it would have really bummed me out if because I want to do the other YouTube, the Noro Trunk Show, probably tomorrow night. It would really bum me out if tomorrow my hair is like all, its usual self. But anyway, so yeah, so that I had to tell you about that, about my hair day. Let's see. Oh, and also I should go back. I'm going to put this coupon code. I will tell you the coupon code. Unfortunately, I don't have it yet where I can just put it up on the screen. I wish I could do that. But there's a coupon code and I will put it in the notes under this video here. If you can't find them or you're confused, you can always email me. Also, I haven't done it yet, but I will put the notes up on the web page. Not the notes. I'll put up the coupon code for you. It's Noro number 24, spring 10, all lowercase, all together. But it'll be up there and available for you. So let's see. Okay, and that coupon code is good through June 30th, okay? And if you have any questions about it, just give me a call, email me, whatever, and I'll help you out. It will automatically come off when you go to buy anything, as long as you put that coupon code that is on that page. If you go elsewhere in the website, that coupon code's not good for anything but what is on that Noro page. But you put that in and it should take 10% off of your, and you won't see it until the very end when you're getting ready to check out, okay? So, and then what else do we have here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I wasn't planning on doing this, but the Chicklet kit will become pattern. I've had plenty of people asking for the pattern. I still am offering it as a kit, but I'm going to put the pattern up on Ravelry. And that's going to happen sometime this week, within the next couple of days. It takes a while. I am not a fast, and plus with everything going on, I'm just not a fast pattern person. So if I told you, oh yeah, you're gonna have it in a day or two, let's add a couple more days to it because I'm still working on it. I want it to be as good as possible. If any of you have already made your chiclets and you have a suggestion, please email me. If you find something that you think would would be clearer, or better written, or you found a misspelling or something, please let me know. I would appreciate that so much, okay? In the future, I'm hoping to maybe put it out that if somebody wants to, like, maybe test knit something for me, that would be great. So we might do that. And actually, I have a project that we could do. I do have a project that we could do. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I wanted to show you what I finished. I started it last week, and I finished it. Here is my felted chicklet. And she's done in the beautiful, beautiful Ito bright colorway. I have lots of other colors. So what I'm planning on doing is when I get the pattern written, I'm going to kit it up. So you are going to get the yarn for the comb, and this happens to be a chenille. I have this turquoise. You'll get something appropriate that will go with the yarn. For this one, for this particular colorway, I have a lime color that I can use, and then I also have the turquoise. Excuse me. And you will get enough yarn to do one of these, or one or two of them. I'm only going to wind it down in half. It's one of these balls, one of these big Ito dragon eggs, and there's 200 grams. I think you could probably get 2 of these with one ball. At least that's how it weighed up, that you should be able to get 2. So I'm going to put, so that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind down. You'll get half and half. You'll get your little enough, for, you'll get a couple eyes. You'll get enough to do for 2. And so this is another color that I'm going to kit up. Isn't that pretty? And then I love this color. This color is 71. Look at the blue green. Isn't that pretty? So for those of you, and I love this one. I'm dying for that one. Look at that. That is just so great. Yeah, and I could do that. Yeah. I might have to make another one for a sample. For when I go to write the pattern, I have to write it as I'm knitting it. That's how I work. Yeah, so I think this is so pretty. So yeah, I'll be kitting those up shortly. So if you're interested, and then what I'm going to do is, see, this has the little round bottom on it. So it's nice and, so it could sit, that's actually really nice. That's very nice. However, I'm also going to write the pattern so that if you just want it like an envelope style, flat bottom, there is a way you could put gussets on the side that it will still sit, but it'll be square. Yes, I'll offer that. I'll offer that as another option. I love to offer options. I hate to write something just like, this is it, that's how you do it, that's it. I like for people to be able to do other things, or to finish it other ways. Now, I had this great thought that what I was going to do, the tail, I was going to make the pull for the zipper. So there's the zipper on the top, but it's too thick. The yarn is just too thick to go through that little itty bitty thing. I'd have to put a ring on it, which isn't a bad thought. But anyway, I did make it so that the pull ends up where the tail is. So all you do is you unzip. There you go. And I did a horrible job. I was in such a hurry yesterday to get because I was still thinking that I was going to do this this YouTube last night, which didn't happen. I did not have any orange thread. And can you believe I could not, for the life of me, find a sewing needle? I mean, a regular sewing needle. I knew I had all kinds of, but I don't know where the things were that had all the needles in them. I looked everywhere. I looked in my fiber room. I looked in the sewing machine, hoping that I might find one in there. I looked everywhere. And when I finally was like ready to just give up and say, well, it's not happening tonight, I realized that one of my little chibi containers, I'm like, you know what? I think I put a few needles in there for safekeeping. And sure enough, there they were. But then I didn't have any orange thread, because I know I have a big bag of all kinds of colors of thread for when I used to do felted zip cases, just regular zip cases, and I would sew the zippers in. So I kind of put it in with a rust colored yarn. And so what I'll probably do, it might not ever happen, it'll maybe always say rust colored, stay rust colored inside the bag, because honestly, who's going to see it but me? But I just love it. So it goes, so it zips as far as the head, and there you go, it's that open. And I mean, I've got stuff in here. I was able to get plenty of stuff in here. So this is going to be my little cutesy bag that, yeah, it all just fits in there all nice. There we go, I got it in. All goes in there. So this is going to be my happy bag that I'm going to keep in my knitting bag, that is always going to have all my little notions and things that I absolutely always have to have. But I just think it's so cute. Now the other thing, and I'll put this as options also, is if you want to make this a little, like a little kid's, it doesn't even have to be a kid, you could make this bigger. Or keep the size, it depends on what size bag you like, but you could make this as a little bag. All you'd have to do is put, well, I would put like an I-cord, you know, you'd put a cord somehow in here, and then you could put a cord here. I think that would be adorable. The other thing you could do too is you could make it, and this would be really cute, you could make little handles on it, little I-cord handles, and when they flop down, they would look like wings. Cute, huh? Little I-cords, and then what you do is, this is what I always used to do with my I-cords. You put the I-cord, you make a hole, you push the I-cord from the outside in, or you could do it from the inside out, and you make that I-cord, you make that little I-cord part of your design. You just make a little knot. This way it's already in, it's in there. I think that would be cute. Just making a little handle bag. Can you imagine for a little girl? Wouldn't that be cute? We have to keep this in mind for next Easter too, because we could do these in Eastery colors and make little bags. That would be cute. Okay, so anyway, so now I'm very excited. I'm very, very happy that it's done. Well, it's not quite done. Now I have to write the pattern. Okay, and I cannot tell you how much I dislike. I don't dislike, I do. I dislike writing the patterns because it means that I have to be perfect in it. I'm not perfect in pretty much anything. Yeah, and to ask me to be perfect writing a pattern, that really bothers me. That's why I kind of prefer to like throw a free pattern in with your kit. And that's what I do now, because this is going to sound terrible, but I kind of feel like if it's not perfect, no, it sounds terrible if I say that. Never mind. I'm not saying it. But anyway, yeah, but that's usually, I don't like to sell patterns, because if there's something not right in it, I'm going to feel really horrible. I mean, I want you to let me know that there's something wrong so I can fix it for the future. But yeah, I feel better if I didn't charge you for the pattern. We'll just keep it at that. Okay, I feel like there was something else that I wanted to say first thing, and I totally got into about the trunk show, and I can't remember what it is now. Oh, I am going to be this weekend. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. So I have been having so many nice surprise visitors just coming in saying that they're watching the show and they wanted to come in. You know, they picked up chicks or Market Square bags, wanted to check out the shop, wanted to say hi, and it's been lovely. I love the visits. It's so wonderful. But I do just want to let you know, if you are planning a trip to the shop, it wouldn't hurt to just give a call, especially if you're coming from a distance, because I feel horrible if you made the trek and then you would find that like this weekend, it's Father's Day, and I'm going to go down to Virginia to go see my dad. So that means I'm going to leave Saturday morning. So the shop will be closed Saturday, and it's closed Sunday anyway, so it'll be closed Saturday and Sunday. So if you make the trip, I'm not going to be here, and I would really feel bad about that. So you can,
I try to be really good about changing my hours. I just remembered now I have to change my hours on the website. I do like to put it up on Facebook that I'm not going to be here. Um, but it just never hurts. Give a call. Just give a call just to make sure. Um, and you know what? You never know because life happens. I mean, I had one time where I woke up and I was sick as a dog, and I just couldn't lift my head up off the pillow. And wouldn't you know, I had somebody call me that morning because I have a on my door I have a sign that says what does it say? It says for emergencies, call, and for knitting emergencies, call this number, my cell number. And so they called me, and I felt terrible. I felt terrible. I had two different people that had come to visit, and there I was. I was so sick, and there was just no way. Could not get into the store that day. I had my neighbor put a sign in the door for me to say that it was closed that day, but you know, things happen. Things happen, and it's just would really be awful if, you know, I wasn't here and you made the visit. I would feel horrible. So yeah, so not a bad thing to check into. Yeah, so I will be visiting my dad down in Berryville, Virginia. I love the name Berryville. I think that's so cute. He has this cute old house, and down the end of the street, not very far, there is a train that goes right through the town. And well, I guess it's like the end of the town. But I couldn't imagine how you could possibly. I couldn't imagine they bought the house with the train running across like that. But you know what? Once you're there, you don't really notice it. Like I know the first time I ever spent a night there, it woke me up. But after a while, you don't really, or you just kind of hear it a little bit. Um, and especially even during the day, you just don't notice it that much unless you're outside and you hear it. But it's kind of fun, and it's kind of folksy having the train go through town. I think it's kind of cute. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And my dad doesn't know it, but I am going to have one of my little chicklets. I'm going to make a chicklet for my dad, and it's going to be. I'm formulating the idea of what it's going to be, but it's going to be a special little chicklet for him. So, and it's going to make the trip down. So I have to get it done before Saturday, so that I'll be taking pictures of its little adventure on its way down to my dad for that weekend. So I think that'll be just fun. Okay, what else can I think about to talk about tonight? I think I've pretty much hit everything that I wanted to say. Again, don't forget about the drawing, okay? Send in your pictures. If you haven't gotten your kits yet, they're on their way. I just mailed out a whole bunch today, and I know I've got some more that have to get sent out tomorrow. So yeah, it's still not too late to get them, and they're so fast. The chiclets and the bag doesn't take that long either. So if you want to get in there and maybe get a chance to get a prize, get a free kit, wouldn't that be great? Okay, so I'm gonna call it a night. Oh, sorry, I do this all the time. I put it here so I wouldn't forget about it, and I totally forgot about it. When I gave the sneak peek of the trunk show, this was the piece that I needed you to see, because for some reason I need to send it got recalled back to the company for something. They need it for something, so I needed to show this to you tonight, and I'm going to see if I can hang on to it tomorrow and then send it right out after that. This piece, we had our in-store trunk show. This piece was, and I'm going to post the pictures up on Facebook. I think I had 5 people try it on. It looked great on everybody, and I think just about everybody that tried it on purchased the kit. Here it is. It looks absolutely adorable on everybody. And look at this fringe. It's knit in. What you do is you release it after you've knit it, and then you get this great twisted fringe. You have this reverse, so you've got reverse stockinette, and it's knit. Yes, reverse stockinette, and it's knit sideways, and then your sleeve is knit with the stockinette side out, the purl side out here. It's so soft. This one is done in Natsumiki, and this is color 2. Is that color 2? Natsumiki color 2. But there's so many other color choices. But I was so glad that I look. Oh, and then there's a slit up the side here. But I was so glad that I ordered extra of this because it was in the magazine, because I needed it. Because I wanted everybody to leave with their kits, and they did. But it's super easy to make, and just absolutely, let me see if I put it on the mannequin here for you. How well it shows. There we go. There we go. But it's very light, and it just was flattering on everybody. And it's very cool because you seam it from the right side of your work. Oh, this is a tiny little model, but there she is. Okay, and there's the sleeve. So moved over. Here we go. Let me do this. Okay, so there she is. But this is only as good as, yeah, it's really hard to see it. But it's really cute on. You really have to see it. So you have to check out the Facebook page with this top. Oh, actually, let me give you the name of it. Let's see if I can remember what the name of it was. But it's so pretty. So lightweight, easy breezy. Wear a little something underneath it. Page 22. Here it is, and here it is on her. But you know what? It doesn't look as good on her as it did on the other gals that tried it on, because she's not doing much for it. Okay, but this is called Foresight. Yeah, Natsumiki number 2. It's just it's such a great piece. You could almost wear it like a sweater or like a little poncho if you wanted to. Very cute. But I needed you to see this, and it would be so pretty in so many of the colors that it's shown in. But nice and drapey. Oh, I'm so glad I saw that. I would have been kicking myself not letting you get to see that piece. Okay, now I'm done. Okay, so you all have a great evening, morning, whatever, and get a lot of knitting done, and I will see you. Make sure that you check in and watch the Noro Trunk Show coming up this week. You all take care. Bye-bye.